to show you a couple of things that we're going to be talking about pretty much throughout the entire school year. It's a quick slideshow answering the question, what do we mean by Dr. Leo? Who is Dr. Leo? What do we mean by it? As it says here, the founding ideals that America is based upon. But, what are they? What are these founding ideals? Well, the first letter in Dr. Leo obviously is D, standing for democracy. In the beginning, democracy had a pretty limited meaning. As you can see, it just referred to the right to vote for all white men who were citizens of the United States. Clearly, that is not the definition we use today. So, what does it mean now? Well, hopefully, democracy means a little bit more. This is what we're going to be looking at throughout the year and exploring how this definition began to change. The second letter we're going to take a look at in Dr. Leo is rights. In the beginning, rights, again, pretty narrow definition. It meant the natural rights that all men are born with, and yes, they did mean men at the time. Things like life, liberty, happiness, things that we are supposed to have just because we're human beings. But what does it mean now? What do I mean by rights? When people say, don't violate my rights, what are they talking about? Are they just talking about life? Just talking about liberty? We're going to take a look throughout the year over how this definition has changed and really kind of expanded over time. Next, the L, liberty. Give me liberty or give me death, in the words of Patrick Henry. Literally, liberty is all about freedom. In the beginning, it meant freedom from tyranny or an oppressive monarch. King George III, get rid of him. It doesn't mean to do whatever you want, freedom to do whatever you want. Not quite what the Founding Fathers had in mind. Although an oppressive monarch isn't really what we have in mind today either. The question is, what do we mean by liberty? What are the American liberties that we are entitled to as citizens of this country? We're talking about that as the year goes on. The E in Dr. Leo, equality. What does this mean? Well, when our country was formed, once again, limited definition, equality under the law for white men. Ladies, you weren't part of this. Anyone who wasn't white, Native Americans, for example, not part of this. Obviously, things have changed. So the question we need to ask ourselves is how? How did things change to where they are today from where they were back then? And lastly, opportunity. In the beginning, again, it meant every white man had the same opportunity to make himself successful. What you did with that was up to you. You couldn't blame anybody else. You couldn't expect the government to jump in and help you. Pull your own self up with your own bootstraps. And of course, it's white men we're talking about here. So you're beginning to see a theme, I think, of who was included initially in our founding ideals. And hopefully what you're also beginning to see is how we're going to be investigating this throughout the year to see that things have changed. Now, knowing that things have changed is great, but the questions that we're going to be working on is how. How did they change? Why did they change? Have they changed in the best possible way? Are we done changing the definition of Dr. Leo, or is there more we need to do? At any rate, that's an overview of Dr. Leo for all of you. Be prepared to talk tomorrow a little bit about what these terms mean back then in the day, and also what they mean to us today, how you define them, and we'll discuss more later. So hope to see you soon, and for now, have a great rest of your day. So let me shut this down and